We are live, people. Hello, hello, hello. It is your girl, Joy, Pretty Doll Montique, and we got D over here, the Prince of Bravo.
Oh, let me turn this
We're,
off. How
we're
do I?
about to review what we
Sorry,
doing.
hold on.
Let me put your thing on mute. Everybody on mute.
How do I?
Oh, I wish I had been seeing that in concert was everything.
Was it? All right, this is Married to Medicine, Season 10, Episode 7, The Grapes of Wrath.
Yeah, yeah. Hi, everyone. What's going on? We on Instagram for the first time. Woo, woo. Okay.
You so
I'm
goofy.
so excited. What's going on,
And at
people?
this point,
Everything.
I want an avatar up there with y'all.
Well,
You
okay.
you actually you want an avatar.
I know what you're saying. You talking about in our little
I
thing up
know what you
there.
said.
Okay, yeah, I was gonna say you got your avatar. Everything we say is allegedly our opinion, not Instagram. What's entertainment purposes only? I'm so excited about Instagram. Whatever we say, we're just having fun, and we're gonna have a good time. All right. So we're gonna rate the episode. I'm gonna share it out, and then we'll get
Let me
into
get
it.
on camera because I feel bad like y'all on camera and
You
I'm
don't have
not.
to do what you gotta do. Okay. We're gonna rate it. Joy, you want to rate it?
This was a really good episode. I'm gonna give it, I guess, a 10.
What?
This was actually a really good episode.
Okay.
They took their time with some scenes. This was a good episode. I mean, and I'm talking about nothing looked self-produced. It looked authentic. Everybody looked surprised. We get to sabotage and for real. Everybody sharing their thoughts. Like, I like this was good. This was good TV. I'm gonna give it a 10.
Well, okay. What about you, D?
I will give it like
Well,
a 4. Excuse me.
What? Because
I
you
just
don't
did.
like
It
you
was.
see, you don't know how to appreciate art. You looking at it for who you like. He's
Joy,
looking at
let
it
the
for
man
who
have
he
his
like.
thoughts.
It's
D,
not
I'm
about
trying to
that. I
help.
just found it very insufferable to watch. I never liked when it's all against one. Never.
Now that ain't cool, but I like this one.
I'm gonna
You're
say
right
I'm
about
gonna
that.
give.
You're right
I'm
about that.
kind of with both of you. I'm in the middle. I'm gonna give it maybe a 7. It was okay. It was some parts that I felt like they were produced, and I feel like Heavenly was producing some of it, but that's just me.
She got on my nerve.
No, Heavenly is an example of you get me mad, and I'm gonna tell you what I really think. She was just telling what everybody been thinking. That's what's been
She
happening.
was doing team too much.
He
Okay,
too much, Martinique. Way too much.
I
But,
agree.
but
Go
I,
ahead.
I, I would feel some type of way too. If we really are making efforts to have a real friend group and you only want to pipe in and play film group when the cameras are there. I do feel some of that. Because they're all saying the same thing, directly indirectly. They're all
What?
saying the
Wait a
same
minute.
thing.
Did y'all?
So
Okay.
wait a minute. Let's do the chat stick thing of the week, which was the interview with Carlos and Heavenly, because I didn't
Um,
watch it. So D, can you or Joy tell me a little
Let's
bit
get
about it?
back. Let's no. Let's talk about how they cut Dr. Alicia and Toya getting into it at the resurrection out.
At the what?
Her Dr. Alicia and Toya getting into it at the resurrection got cut out, and we think that the woman ain't been talking the whole time. She had a whole
So was
argument.
this in the interview?
Yes, Heavenly said it.
Oh, so what did they get into it about? Did she say?
She said something about her husband, Dr. Alicia's husband.
Toya did?
Yeah.
Shut up.
Yep. And I was like, I mean, when I saw it, I was like, dang, and we've been talking about how the lady ain't been talking, but she did, and they just cut it out. And we thinking that the lady just not saying nothing and just being boring, when really she done had some scenes, and they cut it out. I would have liked to have saw her until you get into it with each other,
See, that's
just to
why
see
I
if
say a
she can
lot of
hold her
times on these
own.
shows, we're not seeing everything and we're seeing
mm,
little snippets of things. And I want people to realize It's reality TV. You're not going to see the full story sometime. So don't be so hard on these people.
Yeah.
Because
And
why
they
would they edit
purposely
that out?
there is a person in a cutting room that's literally creating a story. And the
Yeah.
narrative that they definitely seem like they putting out by Dr. Alicia, they don't find what she's saying either relevant or something. Because that she pipes and sings and you'd be like, where'd she come from?
Was she sitting there the whole
I
time?
do think she gets activated a little bit later because I heard about they showed when the husbands the
Mm-hmm.
conversation that they're finna draw a narrative. The husband was talking to the guys about this is the first time he watched his children. Well,
Right.
they're finna paint him as a chauvinist because that's coming. That conversation is coming. I see later about something about the children and African men, and
Oh
so I
God.
thought she was African. Apparently, she's not,
No,
or
he
maybe
is.
she could be. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. But anyway, it's just I don't know. I don't know.
All right.
But
So what was good about Quad's interview? Did their
How do you
comment
do a
come up?
background drop? How do you do a background thing once a week?
you have to go out. Hold on. Um, we
The
have to do
comment
that
ain't
later.
showing. I gotta figure that out.
Wait a minute. What was I saying?
You want to do a background?
Oh, on the wait a minute. What was we talking about? Oh, the finish out this scene. What was we just talking about?
I don't know. We're talking about Heavenly and Quad's interview.
Oh, the interview. Heavenly's interview or Quads with Carlos
Which
King?
whichever one you want to do.
Okay, with the one with Carlos King, I thought that was a terrible interview. For whatever
Really?
reason, oh, I thought it was terrible. He tried creatively, maybe he was trying to be respectfully, I don't know, trying to ask her flat out, did she ever say that she was the star of the show? That
Mm.
girl danced around that question so many times. She almost Muhammad Ali of reality TV because she's a talker and she just be talking and moving and moving and moving and told the whole story that didn't make sense because she went from talking
iPhone.
about how great of a friend Mariah was to Mariah apparently said something to them like um I can't remember what it was. But it definitely gave the impression that Mariah was the stuff and everybody else was like her minions. But it was something, and this is how she answered the question: have you ever flaunted or pushed around or said that you was a star of the show? Now,
Uh-huh.
everybody who's a fan of the show watched the reunion where they all flat out asked
She
her to
said
stop
it.
saying that she
Hmm.
was a star of the show. So if
Right.
you're a fan of the show, they had this conversation before quite a few reunions ago.
But why
Quad
are they
was
mad about
definitely
that
doing
though?
it.
Like she is kind of her and Mariah were like,
Yeah. Yeah.
I
And
mean that's just the truth.
yeah, I mean, Mariah threw her, and it was very clear that Mariah threw her not only her EP title, but who she was around it them. And when you do stuff like that, it does have a bad taste in other people's mouths. So I mean,
What
that would
I
be
rather
irritating. And how
I would.
you start a show that don't even show up in the middle of the year and the rest
I
of the year.
mean, what she was doing and what Kawhi was doing is still two different things. Because saying I'm the star of a show is just a matter of opinion versus flouncing your
But she
EP
was,
title
but
around.
she was like, the show don't start until I get here. It was those kind of comments. Yeah, he
Quad
Carlos,
said that?
But that's still a matter of opinion versus throwing your EP and authority around.
but
That's still two
it,
different
I
things.
heard you, but it was also made clear because Quad did it at the reunion, was saying that ain't nothing but a vanity. That EP don't mean nothing. That was all made the reunion. Again, I'm a
And
fan
that
of this.
wasn't true.
I'm to be crystal clear with you. I'm a real fan of this show. So they were
Catch.
both. My point is, they were both pulling. You know,
Oops.
they were what is it called? And not holding your weight, but when they were
Throwing
throwing,
your weight
Throwing their
around.
weight
throwing
around.
your weight around. They were both throwing their weight around. I don't know how I forgot that. I'm
So
tripping.
Quad, so in the interview, so some people, and I think it was mainly Heavenly, because I just saw a clip, was saying that Carlos was biased and he was being very easy on Quad.
Yeah, because she didn't
But I,
answer questions.
but I
Girl,
mean, he do that. But in his defense, though, he do that in every interview. He really
Okay,
do let them talk for real. Like if
yeah,
you watch his Nene interview, his Kenya interview,
I
he
did.
let them talk and express their side and how they feel. So I'm not gonna say he was being biased because he do that
Okay.
with everybody.
I
Because
think
I
that
mean, we
what
all
she
have
means
our
is that he
opinions
didn't.
about
He would
Nene.
ask her a direct question and she never answered. That particular question, I know she didn't answer. And he asked her more than once.
And I loved how
He
he was
even
giving
gave
it
a
heavenly, honey, when they was on live.
I saw a clip of that too, and he explained that he lets people answer and that he wasn't biased. And the way that he wasn't biased is because I know you and her don't get along, and I'm now live with you. So if I was
right.
biased, I wouldn't be
Or
with
he was
both.
shading heavily the whole time. He was like,
Really?
unlike he was like,
Yeah,
unlike you, you always
Yeah,
interrupt
you always
people and all
interrupt.
that.
You don't let.
I was
yeah,
Yeah,
he
living
did. He
for it,
did.
honey. I was like, get her, Carlos, get her, honey.
it was true. But anyways, okay, that was supposed to be our chat stick moment of the week. Sorry, y'all.
Yeah.
Um, this episode was all right. So it's a continuation of Quad and against everybody, right? Is that what we're gonna say? Quad against the world. They're sitting at the
Basically, yeah.
table. I'm gonna say this, and I don't know if you've heard this, but there's something going around saying that they brought Phaedra on. People believe to get rid of Quad. Do y'all believe that?
Yes.
Hmm.
And Quad didn't even know and helped the lady get on the show, and they was really just trying to replace her.
Yes.
So did you hear? I didn't watch this interview that Heavenly and Carlos, I think, was interviewed before this one. She said that Quad went into producers and was talking about the other ladies, saying like, "Why does Jackie get paid so much when I bring more to the show than
Yeah.
Jackie?" And
Right.
so all these ladies knew what Quad felt about them.
Yeah.
So
I
that's
mean, where's the
another
lie?
layer.
Where's the lie?
But should the producers have
No.
done this?
No,
Right.
no.
They caused this, right?
Mm-hmm.
In a way, yeah.
And they said she went off on it. It's all, but they had to get him the green light to do this because which made me think that they had a green light to do it to Mariah too,
They did.
because
They had to.
yeah, because of something that happened with the executive producers. They
Mm-hmm.
knew all of this. They knew all of this before this thing happened. All of this.
They said Quad went into like the office and complained. It was cussing them out, saying she gonna come when she wanna come, that she
Right.
the star, that you
Right.
gotta wait on her. And I
Yes.
think she got herself fired because you can't do that
Yeah.
nowhere, right?
Yeah. Right. I'm telling you. So I mean, it's
Well, she would have not fired because she come back later on. So
well.
But what do you call it then?
nothing
I mean,
happened.
so did Mariah.
Mariah came back for a whole season later on,
Yeah.
every
Exactly.
episode.
So there you
So
have
you
it.
think that she's just like a punishment?
Yeah, really. Because at
Yeah,
the end of the
literally.
day, if ratings really start to suffer or something like that for it, they're gonna bring Kawhi back.
But they've already filmed the whole season. Are you talking about next season, like they did with
Yes,
Kenya? Yeah, I
yeah,
got you.
they're
Yeah,
gonna bring Kawhi back.
I don't think
Because
Phaedra's
regardless,
bringing any new people. What do y'all think?
no, Phaedra probably ain't even gonna be here next year. Because I'm like
I
Carlos
don't.
King.
I
I'm
do
like
wonder
Carlos
about
King,
that.
honey. It's only so much of, oh, honey,
Oh,
child.
child.
Yeah, child. It's only so much of
Oh.
that you can give, honey.
Do you think she's afraid to be fired again? Because I feel like Phaedra's not Phaedring.
Yeah.
I
That's like
know.
that's why she had
I
them. That's
know.
why she.
Right?
That's why
Well,
she
I
had them
think
producers
Phaedra should have treaded
ban them from
right.
talking about the season 9 situation because she knew they was
Yeah.
gonna come for her. She knew
But
it, and I
but
know Heavily wanted to. I know Heavy wanted to. Heavy wanted
Heavy
to get in
wanted it.
there. You know, she did.
Yeah.
Soon Heavy
And
brung it
she
up.
said
Phaedra
Phaedra
called
said
the
no.
producers. Soon Heavy brung it up. She called crying and had a meltdown. Those are Heavy words, not mine. Heavy said.
Heavy
Now,
said it.
Heavy said that Phaedra had a meltdown and went to the producers about them bringing it up, honey. And you know what? If I was Heavy, I still would have brought it up.
I mean, I would have too, unless it was like in her contract that she couldn't.
Yeah, I just think they probably just told her no, don't bring it up. But I still would have brought it up anyways, unless they specifically said bring it up again, you're gonna lose your job. I would have brought it right
Right.
I
on up.
mean
Yeah.
this it loses the credibility of reality TV though. Because even at the Ultimate Girls trip, they brought it up.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Even if she say I can't talk about it,
Right.
I'm something.
And it ain't that she can't talk about it. Phaedra know she was dead wrong. That's why she don't want to talk about it, because she know what she did was effed up. She know that. She know
Or she
that.
should even say I made a mistake. I shouldn't have done that. I've learned from this, and she needs
Yeah.
to say something
Yeah.
because
No.
she's
Because
kind of boring.
you can put it to rest. But they not even really did they have they shown an individual scene of her? Yeah, we saw her
No,
boys. We saw her boys.
like for a minute
Yeah,
sitting
we
on the
did.
bed.
Yeah.
We seen the
Because so
boys.
they're not she's acting like a friend is what I guess I'm saying.
So I don't know how she got in the intro, child, because that's definitely what she giving.
She's a
Is
friend
the
of
other girl in the intro?
Nope.
no.
Oh.
So I have
She giving about as much as Alicia giving.
so at that
Mm.
table. Let's get back to the table scene.
Okay.
It seemed like they cut some stuff up because I just didn't understand the. I understand they're mad at her, but it seems like they were acting like she was saying something to them that was making them even angrier. But I
Yeah.
didn't get
You didn't get
anything.
that from her.
I
Yeah.
didn't get that from her.
Yeah.
Did y'all?
Yeah, it had yeah,
No.
I didn't either. You're right. Yeah, I agree with that. I definitely agree with that because I didn't understand. I kept thinking they laser focus. Actually, you add another perspective because I kept thinking, oh, they came here to fire her. There's no
Right.
coming back from this. Like, even if Quad, I wish she hadn't have ruined it and told us that she was fired. I wish she hadn't have done that
Mm-hmm.
because this would have been like dramatic, heart touching. You know what I mean? Because we
Yeah.
wouldn't have
Mhm.
guessed that she was fired or let go or couldn't film with them because we saw her advertising the show at the
Because she said
beginning.
production asked her to leave.
Yes.
She's
So
in the intro. Like,
yeah, but it wouldn't have. Yeah, she shouldn't have did that. I really, really wish she hadn't because that would have been some heart dropping TV. Because they did seem labor focused on firing her. So you kind of add a perspective now that we know that all their backgrounds, this probably something that we're not seeing. And
Something's got to be happening.
yeah,
Right.
and for whatever reason, I don't know why, Quad has a hard time just saying, I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
Like, do you know that all of this would have went away if she said, I'm trying to, like, if she had shown us some real and been like, look, I don't love him no more, but I don't want to watch him happy,
I don't
just
want to
show
see
some kind of
his new wife. Right.
something and stop this clown show she always trying to project because she projects unhappiness all the time to me.
Not a
But
nah,
she
clown
got to
show.
deal.
it just gives bad soap performance.
Yeah,
So
Right.
and when she was talking in the interview with Carlos King, she talked about this is a true story. She actually told him this. She
Stop
said
it. What?
when she was at Tennessee State, people were
Mm-hmm.
kind of teasing the Memphis girls about their accent. So she
Right.
said she encouraged them to get a dictionary and learn these words. And she was saying that I guess this acting that she's doing or whatever this is, this girlfriend, I am he and she is I, and all this
Right.
that
Uh-huh.
God does, it was rehearsed. It was learned. And she said that some lady at the school told her she should be in acting, I mean, on TV or something
Stop
else.
it.
But
she
girl, I'm telling
absolutely should. Quad would
you,
be
I'm
great in
not
The Young and the
saying that she's
Restless.
not, but
She
I have
would. She
never
would.
felt like Quad was a person. Like, I
So
think that
Quad
she
is a
is a
character.
character.
She's a
Yeah, she's a
character.
character. I don't think there has been one episode, even when her husband was caught with another woman. Quad didn't care because according to Greg, they've been sleeping together years. She didn't care.
I'm gonna
But
tell you when I realized Quad was an actress when she had that band-aid that covered her entire face. Do y'all remember that?
her and Lisa
With
with
her and
that
Lisa.
champagne
And
glass.
even Greg was like, take it off so we can see.
Yeah, like I don't think
I
I even.
live for Quad theatrics though, honey.
Do you
It's
really?
I
very
do.
soap opera-ish. It's
Yeah, I say she
very
would do great in The Young and the Restless or
And what do
General
you
yeah.
watch
Hospital.
on a daily
She
basis,
probably
D?
will. But she's
Yes.
like,
B, what do you watch on a daily basis?
The stories,
The
y'all.
stories. Yes, you
right.
do.
Like it's too dramatic. So I don't. To me, she's not reality
And she
TV.
speaks in monologue.
Yes,
Honey, yes, she
like
has soliloquies all the time.
yes,
You know the soliloquy? Yes, that's what she does.
yes.
It's
Yes.
like Quad would give I could see it now. She would give one of the best breakup scenes on General Hospital, or getting
Yeah.
cheated on and walking in and catching her husband in the bed. Oh, she would give or like confronting somebody for doing whatever, because they be doing the
It's
most
just
on the
it's the
stories.
problem
It
is
would
we not
give.
watching morning soap operas. We watching reality TV.
Well, yeah,
And
that's true.
it's exhausting. It's
It's
like
gotta be
It's
for the
funny to
people
me.
around her. It's
yes,
got to be.
It's
it's
funny to me. I'm
exhausting.
sorry.
Can
If
you
you have a sense
imagine
of
working
humor,
with
it's
somebody that
hilarious.
you can't have a straight up cop like you can't for real have a straight up cop? Because I'm like, even Mariah, who talked very similarly, knew how to turn it off. Like Quad is like that all the time. When she see that little green light, she
Action.
is acting.
Child, I feel like Quad act like that without the cameras
I
on.
hope not.
No.
I
I
No
hope
think
way.
not.
so. I
I
think
hope not.
I like it. It's funny to me because I feel like I act similar. I don't necessarily speak in monologue necessarily, but
Right.
my friends do tell me like they get upset with me because I speak in a higher vocabulary, even though it's normal words to me.
Right.
They
Well,
feel
I
like
we
I'm
do that.
being, or whatever. And I am dramatic. I am loud. I am
Yes,
over
you
the
are.
top. So I can feel Quad just a little bit. It's hilarious. I love the Miss Quad, Miss Quad, Miss. She's
No,
very,
I
very
do that
busy.
when I'm with like my friends, but it's
That's off.
not every second
Yeah, I
of the
find it
day.
hilarious.
You're not
Miss
like that every
Quad, Miss
second either.
Quad, Miss
Even
Quad.
when she would like have like fights with her husband, it was like she was still, and you did so and so and so and so. It was like
It's like she
it
thinks
was
she's in a play. Like she
yes.
thinks she's acting in a
It's
play.
so weird. Like
I
I
love, like I
don't
said, I
ever.
love
I
it.
have a question. It's like a RuPaul Drag Race skit. I think she lives. Have you watched the RuPaul Drag Race skits?
When it
She
first
lives
came
in the
out, I
skit.
did.
She lives in a RuPaul Drag Race skit.
Like I said, it's
Like
funny
every
to
day.
me, honey. I live for the dramatic because I'm dramatic. I have been drugged through the coals and hung out the dry. I
Right.
said, yes, Quad. You better tell them,
This is
girl.
my life. This is my life.
And when Simone Daddy died, no, baby, no,
No.
no.
Right.
Oh, it's just hilarious. You can't not laugh at that. Like that is good
But it's
TV.
gotta be tiring, D.
Do y'all
Everybody,
remember? No. Do y'all remember when Married to Medicine first came out? How everybody said Quad was mimicking Tamar Braxton.
yes.
Yeah.
Tamar's, I love Tamar too because Tamar's funny as well. She's
But it
so
was funny because I
dramatic.
think it was a Bethany
Tamar's did
something
come off a little bit
when
more
Married to Medicine
authentic.
came out. She was on Watch What Happens Live, and they showed like a preview, and I think it was Bethany. She was like, "I don't think Nini's gonna like her," and I was like, "What?" Because I felt like she thought that she was even dramatic than Nini, and she is. And I feel like Quad, and I feel like if she was on a Nini playing field, more people would like her a little more. I think she's a little bit too over the top. Yes.
Yeah.
She's a little too over.
Like Nene knew how to kiki, but
Right.
Nene knew how to bring it down.
Bring it back.
Like nobody has more sounds on any like TikTok or these reels than Nene.
Right.
Like Nene, say whatever you want. Hers was authentic.
Yeah. That's why I said Tamar Braxton was a
They
little bit more
mimicking,
authentic too.
but everybody
Tamar's
can't
It
was
do
was. I love
Nene.
Tamar's
Tamar.
authentic. Me too.
I love Tamar, honey. What I used to
Tamar
say.
was authentic, but I
Tamar
think Tamar was over the top for a lot of people, and she was obviously over the top because I don't know if the story is true, but when she was on that one talk show, they said she got fired because one of the powers that be, it's that's one of their affiliate or whatever, just so happened to be in the studio and heard Tamar and was like, "Oh no."
That's not why Tamar got fired. Tamar got fired because of Vince.
Vince got Tamar fired. Yeah.
Vince wanted more money.
And
he was an
wanted
EP.
to be in control of the show.
Yeah, and
Like
that's
call
why
the
Tamar got
shots.
fired.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Vince ruined that.
Yeah.
Because I mean, I think they hired Tamar
Folks was
because she
saying.
was
Was
this,
like
that,
that.
her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I'm sure they did. And plus, she already had an audience.
Mm-hmm.
Like the
Okay.
original
Love
set
it because
of
they can
girls.
say what they want to say, baby, but Love and War was the stuff back in the
I
day,
still
honey.
Hold
love
on.
this song. I was listening
That
to
Okay.
that
hoe
We
song
was
the other
stay
day.
on the front line,
Yeah,
but
I
we
love that
still
song.
here after the bombs drop.
Right.
Okay. We try. Okay. I don't. Let me stop, honey.
Wait a
Sometimes
minute.
you're
Let's
my
go to the
quarterback.
next scene.
Okay. Let me go, honey. Mm,
Don't get me started, honey. Ooh.
don't give me
Okay, well,
started.
let me go.
Jackie said Heavenly calls her. Hey, Leanne. Leanne's like, that's my jam.
Yes, Lily, that is my jam. You know, girl. You already know, Lily.
I still listen to that
Me
song.
too. I still listen to that
Yes.
entire album, honey.
We
Say
made
what you
it
want
this
to say
far
about
through better
Tamar.
or
You can
worse.
say
I
she
want to feel it
problematic. You
even
can say
if it
whatever
hurts.
you
When
want,
you want
honey.
to feel something and it
And
hurts,
Tamar
that's
used
good.
to her and Vince, the way that
Woo.
she used to go with it. I'm actually surprised that they not together
And
because she
that was
loved
peak
him.
gay for me, y'all. On top of that,
That was
What?
what?
peak gay for me
What?
when that song came out.
Oh, that song. Yeah,
Yeah,
it is. Yeah,
that was like peak gay era for me.
yeah.
Like that
So
was
that
like when
was
I was coming
you
into
was in your
my
feelings.
Oh
yeah.
yeah.
Yes. Okay. All right. So
I
let's
got
keep on here, and then we can do love and war after this, because I'm gonna hit that note when we get done. All right. So they're sitting around the table, I think.
Yeah.
Or was this when they got
They
into
were
the
in a
room? And
hotel
she
room. They
said,
went to
Jackie,
Hmm.
Heavenly says, Jackie always says she's stupid for taking Quad back.
back. Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know how to feel about them kicking Quad
I
out. How do y'all
think
feel?
I oh, go ahead.
Hypocrites. What the man say? What the man say on the Django? All I hear is criticize, criticize, criticize. Ain't nobody got no problem with her but one person. Child, y'all can say what y'all want to say. She don't talk to y'all. Plenty of people on reality TV don't talk to their ass when they off. That is probably their time to decompress from y'all motherfucking ass, okay?
Right.
So
So
I
who
don't
don't
blame
like her, you
Quad.
think?
I don't blame Quad for not wanting to talk to them. Here we just sat through months long of filming and arguing and fussing and fighting with each other, and then got to deal with it again when it air on TV. Girl, y'all will be alright. Y'all will be okay for a couple of months of me not really talking to y'all every day. Y'all will
But
be
I think it's
okay.
more of the producer than the girls. So who do you
It's,
think don't like her, D?
I definitely think it's more so the girls, and I believe what she said to Carlos King. I believe Simone 100%
No.
said that she didn't want to. She did it to Heavenly, so I know she did it to Quad.
She did
I,
what?
so
She
tell me
was
what,
like
tell the
basically
people.
she took Simone's side. I mean not Simone. She took Toya's side over Heavenly, and not like basically she told Heavenly like I don't want to piss Toya off. So girl, you gotta stay over there.
Somebody tweeted that.
Yeah,
Somebody said that Simone said that.
she
Oh
did.
no,
He did.
Quad. Oh
No, she said
no,
somebody tweeted
Quad
that.
said that. I thought yes, Quad said that in the interview.
She did that. So I mean, it doesn't surprise me that she would have did it. I mean, her loyalties lie with probably Toya. So I mean, it's not far fetched that she could have said that to Quad. That's just the truth. It's not a far fetched concept to grasp that she is more close to the Toya than she is to Quad. So,
Yeah.
girl, this is who and this is probably her way of staying on the show.
Y'all do know that this isn't the first time they've talked about Quad not being with them. You
Yeah,
usually come around, they don't say not with filming, they don't say the words. But my point is, this has been going on for a minute. This isn't like Quad is just this last year hasn't spent don't want to kick it with them. I think I would be irritated. You ain't got to see them every weekend, but you get in a group chat every once in a while and even respond to one or two. You don't have to.
wouldn't bother me one bit.
I don't have to go to all your events. You don't got to go to all of mine. But I don't understand. You can be associates. You don't completely take yourself away.
It
I
wouldn't
mean,
I
bother
think the
me.
sister circle thing didn't help either. The
yeah.
little
Right.
speech.
It wouldn't bother me because
And I
I
do
have friends
believe
that I don't talk to for months at a time, and we
that's
come back.
fine. And that's okay. That I have probably the closest friend I got. We talk probably once or twice a month. We don't
No,
Me
talk
I'm
all
too.
talking about
the
I have
time.
friends that I don't talk to at all for months, like at
I mean,
all.
that's
Not a,
fine.
okay, this is
I
what I'm saying.
guess.
But y'all
It wouldn't
don't
bother
film
me.
together and y'all don't like,
It wouldn't bother
right?
me. It wouldn't bother me personally. Like I said,
I
it wouldn't
mean,
bother
but
me.
I hear you saying that, but it obviously bothers them. And I do believe Heavenly when she said that
I drink.
sh- Quad really didn't wasn't rocking with her, but she would use Heavenly to get back in the group because Heavenly was always her girl. And this has been going on for a couple of seasons, I guess is my point.
And I think
This
another
is
thing that happened was when Heavenly said she hadn't talked to Quad, and then when Phaedra kind of kicked Quad to the curb, then she's like, "Hey, girl, hey, what's the tea?" to
yeah,
Heavenly, but she
yeah,
wasn't dealing with her until she realized Phaedra wasn't her end.
yeah.
So you gotta. I don't think you have to talk every day, but you need to still network and keep some connections.
Yes,
And
and
I
that's
think
what I'm, and that's why I said pop in the group text because you know they
yeah.
got one. I don't care if it's just Mother's Day. Hey, happy birthday!
Mm-hmm.
Be the first one to do it. You ain't got to. I don't have to.
I am
You
in a
don't
group
have
like that.
to. There are plenty of people that I'm involved with that I don't necessarily have to uh see you often or deal with you often to consider you my friend, but you're not finna pop up when it's time to film and act like you are. Like we
So I
best
have a
girlfriends.
question. Do you think that what they did to Quad was justified? Whoever wants to go first, go first.
Nope.
Why not?
Because baby, they don't nobody really have a real issue like I said, but Toya, like that ain't they're not talking and all that, baby. That could have been really solved with a simple conversation of we just gotta do better. That's the only thing that really needs to be said about that. But again, they really ain't really liked Quad, to be honest with you, anyway. So doing what she did last year didn't help.
Mm.
But
Okay.
again, like I
So
said
you
though,
say no.
Toya cannot talk though because outside of the robbery stuff, in which by the way, Quad did not say that. She only repeated it and said that she thought it was true. She didn't put that out there like Toya's acting like that came from Quad. I know Carrie said that. Now was Quad wrong for like, yeah, I believe in all that. Yeah, she shouldn't have did that. But she did not put that out there. And it's not like Toya ain't talked about Quad year after year too, along with Eugene. That's why it was so crazy to me. She like, you're talking about my husband and all that, but it's like Eugene gets in the women's business all the time. That's exactly why Contessa called him a big ass bitch. Because he's always in the women's business. Always. So you can't get mad at somebody for coming after your husband when he
I hear
always.
you. I don't think that he's in this. I don't think he sees it that way, and most men
Well, yeah,
wouldn't.
of course
I
he's not gonna
see
see
it.
it that
I
way,
see
but
it. I think I see it like this is a dude that can only sit back so long and watch y'all talk about my wife. Like
his
it's
wife
like
talk about them. So it's not
that's
like
fine. I'm just saying, any man that loves his wife, if especially if you visibly there, is I mean, I would hope you with somebody that would be okay with sitting you watching you fall apart. I
Right.
wouldn't even want to be
okay,
with nobody like that. Like it
okay.
should make him feel uncomfortable. Real, fake, reality TV, whatever.
His
Like
wife be
So
so
you think it's
angry.
justified, Joy? Is that what you're saying?
I mean, based off of the
She
fact that
act
it's
like
very
Peter.
obvious that they wanted a friendship or something genuine with Quad,
Okay.
or make because it seems like at some point they did have it, but they don't have it anymore. Because if you think about it, Quad is getting fired because she don't spend time with them out of filming. That's like crazy. But
Wow.
essentially,
Yeah.
that's why they don't want to film with her.
So if nobody wants to film with you, then there's no show, right?
Yeah, well, not for her. But did y'all think even when Quad was crying in that yellow and they had that camera on too
Oh, this
long,
is a good question. But go ahead, Joy. Then I'll
she
ask.
she was like, she was just so dramatic. Quad is just we need to they need to have Emmys for reality TV. Like she
What?
They
won
Vanderpump
do.
Rules won one. They won
who?
last year. Vanderpump Rules. They won the Emmy. They have it.
You're kidding.
And
I'm
I
not
know
lying
why,
to
because
heaven.
and that was what was so crazy about me, because we've had way better seasons on Bravo. Hell, they could have gave an Emmy to Beverly Hills for season 11
Yeah.
instead of giving it to Vanderpump Rules, because girl, Ariana is a mess. I watch
No,
Vanderpump
the best
Rules,
the best season of reality TV I've ever had was season 6 of Atlanta.
I
but
don't
I'm
Because
think
it
they
saying though,
all,
if they were
did.
gonna give an Emmy for
they should have got
somebody
an
being
Emmy that year.
overly dramatic, because that's really what got them the Emmy. Ariana with her over dramatics and bad soap opera acting, because that's
Right.
exactly what it was, and she's one of the biggest hypocrites in Bravo
Amen. But
history
we ain't gonna talk about that
because
right now. But go ahead. She is.
yeah, biggest
She done
hypocrite
cheated too. But
ever. That's how you got him. You lose him how you get him,
you
honey.
lose it
So
how you get them.
girl, bye.
And I think Lala gonna tell her that. But anyway,
I
so
can't
Leanne
stand her
said
neither. Damn, it's
because
like I
it's
don't
not
like
that deep,
nobody.
Toya is the only one with the real issue.
Yeah.
Everyone else is just on the bandwagon. So here's a question that I have, and then I want to say if I think it's justified after this. Heavenly talks bad about all of them every season, and they keep her around. Why?
I agree.
And please
I
don't
I'm
say
agree,
so
because she
Leanne.
tired of
I
apologized.
Heavenly.
agree.
We agree. Like
That
we
girl, if you ain't said nothing
alone.
wrong, you talking right.
I think it's one of those things like a Dr. Jackie and like a Dr. Candy. Heavenly is a dentist, and she's bringing in, that's why her outside stuff, businesses, is
So you
keeping her
think it's
around.
based because they see her because she's a doctor too, and Quad's not? Is that what you're saying?
No, I'm saying it's because money wise and making money and stuff like that. Same
Right.
reason why we still got Candy on here, even though Candy ain't gave us nothing since
That's why
season 9.
Jackie's still on
And
American
Jackie ain't never
Medicine.
gave nothing at all.
Nothing ever, but she
At
makes
least
Bravo
Yes,
Candy.
she
so much
did.
money.
She did when Curtis had the only thing specifically is when Curtis had his
That was
affair.
Curtis bringing something. That was
And not her. Yeah.
It was told through her though.
In the
I
Buffy
agree.
situation,
So that
in the
makes
Buffy situation, and technically, she still didn't give nothing with that because she wouldn't even talk about it.
Oh, I forgot to mention. I saw
go ahead.
somebody in one of the groups had taken a picture of Drew and her husband at Disney World.
That's what they. We really couldn't see them though, but I believe they were together. I do.
They probably were for the kids' sake.
Do you think Heavenly said about Quad being cussed? Yes, I do believe that Quad cussed the producers out because they said in that live, which I didn't watch it, but the producers were saying it in the comments. Like they watched the live and they were saying how Quad was mistreating them and saying things about them. And that's why they told the other ladies what Quad said about them, because Quad went in there and probably acted a fool on them. She dug her own grave. Do I think it's justified? No, but I didn't think Mariah was justified. Do I think that Quad is now seeing that just because you feel like you can get somebody off the show, when it happens to you, I don't want to say karma, but what goes around can come around, and
That's
it came
karma.
all the way
It's
around to
called karma.
I know I didn't want to say it because everybody say karma, but what goes around comes around sometimes. And I feel like she got it back with
Wait a
Adam.
minute, and just like D is in one of the groups, somebody said, "But she come back," and somebody up underneath it said, "So did Mariah."
Mariah came back for a whole season. Like she was in the intro and the everything when she came back. Quad is just gonna be on the final episode. She's not coming back before that. Did she cuss them because they brought Dr. G back? Could have been.
She said she was disappointed. This is the part about Quad that I don't understand. I think had Quad been real and expressed, because how could you possibly feel disrespected if if a show has your ex husband now on it and his new wife if you have no feelings, like none. And if you do got feelings, why didn't you show those? Because I would have been very interested in hearing that. Not to see her cry, but I would feel, I mean, I think it's a genuine argument that you would feel some type of way if your ex-husband is bringing this new woman on the show and I got to be the big girl and act like the adult in the room. Like, because I'm not finna fight this lady because I don't care about this dude enough to fight him. Like,
Right, I'm not.
you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like, if we had seen that, I think the appeal would have been better to keep her. But Quad gotta just keep on acting. I don't even think we ever met Quad.
The real Quad.
Latoya
No.
said she came back just to say
To say
she's
Team Quad.
Team
I put it up
Quiet
there.
and bye.
Yeah, I put it up there. Team Quad. I'm not team anybody. I will say this. Quad is very dramatic because she was like, they brought me back to dismiss me in the most horrific way. And I'm
She
thinking,
did. She said,
all they did was tell you to leave to the trip. Like it was not nobody cussed her out.
Quiet better than me because I would have laughed at them and told them I'm going to my room. See y'all in the morning.
She should have. Why didn't she cuss honey? But what if they wouldn't film with her? What would she have done? I mean, what? Because it was evident they're not going to film with her anymore. Even
yeah.
Phaedra won't.
What was they gonna do? Continuously get up and walk away from their scenes?
I guess. What else could they do?
I
Nothing but
mean,
sit there and
they
film.
no, they would have done what they did to because that did happen once on reality TV on Basketball Wives. Remember when Shawnee had fired that one girl and she back on the show now, or she
Who?
was the
She came
girl
right back the next
Brandy.
season.
Yeah, I know, but nobody would film with her but Malaysia. So what they did was just the whole plan was for everybody not to talk to her.
They just iced her, like
They
isolated. She would just
literally
sit
iced
there.
her out. It wasn't that she wasn't going to be in the scene because Malaysia was willing to, she was. But in any scene that she popped up and they were all there, they left. They had banded together.
Are you
And that's how they
But that
serious?
got.
was later on down the line.
No,
That
it
was what it
wasn't.
was.
It was that next season. It could have been a couple.
It
No,
was. It was when
I
Evelyn
don't know. I
came
didn't watch.
back. It was the
But they
season
just
that
didn't talk to her.
Evelyn came back. She literally
I know
came back.
Tammy was there. It could have been the year that both of
Yeah,
them was on. Yeah,
yeah, I was
because
gonna say
Tammy
it
was
was.
there then.
She literally came back the next season.
Yeah.
But my question is, could Quad just sit there and nobody talk to her?
Nope, because they can't help themselves, especially
She can't.
Evelyn.
Alicia looked like that's what she doing, but
But
Right.
that's a little different.
That's a whole different dynamic. I
but
think
they can
Ebony would have
cut
talked to
people
Quad.
out because we know that they've done it before. They did it with
Tracy,
Sheree
New Jersey.
and oh
Well,
did
who was
they?
that lady who she was
Yeah,
at
you
the
remember
reunion and they
they
didn't
didn't
even
even show
show
her
her? Was that
reunion
Tracy?
clips.
They didn't even
Yeah.
show her.
Oh
She was sitting there and they didn't even show
yeah,
her
you right.
one
Oh, that
time.
was her name. Okay, yeah, you right. And they
Yes.
did it to Sheree season 5.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Sharice
they
would come to
did.
the stuff and they didn't show her.
Mm,
They've been doing it to Teddy too.
Yeah, because she's been going to everything and we do not know she's there. And thank you, Jesus. I do not.
really?
Okay.
Yeah.
Like goodness, Teddy is just one of the worst housewives casting choices in history. I ain't think it could get. I didn't think it could get worse than Gina from
She
OC.
can't be no worse than the other girl that they got rid of from last season,
Who?
Diana.
Oh
Yeah, she
yeah,
was.
yeah, that was horrible.
Yeah.
Diana didn't
No,
even get to go
I don't
on
know,
Watch What
cause
Happens Live. Like that was how bad she was. She didn't even go talk to Andy not one time.
Mm.
Was she in the after show? I don't even think she was on the
no,
after show.
nope, she wasn't.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's how bad she was. So Joy wanted me to write this down. Do you all think Phaedra farted?
Oh. Remember when they came in a room and Phaedra was like, "What's that smell?"
Toya
No,
said,
Toya was like, "What's that
yeah.
smell?" And then Phaedra sat down. She was like, "I don't know." And she was like, "No, for real." Then she smelled behind Phaedra. Say, "Did you fart?" and then they went around. Who farted? I can't believe they kept that on TV. That was funny.
Phaedra did fart. Phaedra
Oh,
farted.
Phaedra definitely farted.
What do y'all think about Phaedra saying she broke up with Emoji Guy?
Girl, she wasn't never.
Okay, I was
Somebody
just gonna say
claims, I don't know, but somebody claims that when Phaedra was in Dubai, that she was dating somebody who's on the show's brother-in-law, who was a doctor, and they said they showed him on the show.
But not with Phaedra, right? But he
I
was just a
believe
doctor.
so.
Okay.
I don't know if they were together, but they appear to be in the same episode.
Okay.
I don't know what the scene was, but because so Phaedra did a couple of episodes there apparently.
I
But
mean,
she
she
wasn't
made
with
an
no doctor
appearance
on
in
Dubai.
Dubai.
Because I watched
Uh,
that.
yeah, they said somebody's brother. He's whoever it is.
No,
He's
no, it was Tori, and it was one of them African shows. Because Dubai, she didn't. Nobody's brother's a doctor on Dubai. I watched
Yeah,
that.
I'm gonna say only thing she did was talk to Caroline. So
Yeah,
well,
it,
I don't
I
know
like
if it.
Dubai.
Okay,
I'd
it's
like Dubai too.
somebody's. That I'm just I don't know. It's maybe I'm getting it mixed up, but somebody
Mm-hmm.
said
Are we
that
gonna review
some,
Dubai?
they whoever
We
this
can.
guy is that the emoji he really did exist. They apparently did date, and whoever he is, he's associated with one of those shows. And I was just assuming it was Dubai.
Mm-hmm. I
Because I
think that maybe
love.
they took a picture together,
Yeah.
and I don't think they dated. I just think they, you know how you get in a picture, say cheese, and she
Mhm.
got in a picture, and she went to Bravo and said, "We gonna say he my boo, so I can get on Married to Medicine." They said okay, and then they were done.
Yeah.
I do not think she dated him.
I believe it.
You
Mhm.
think she did or didn't?
I think she did.
Me too. Cause
Yeah.
okay, what's next? So they all said none of them have an emotional connection. Not even Heavenly said she had one. Um, and that she needed to leave. And then Quad said, "Well, I thought after the resurrection that we were all good." And then they were looking like, so she thought that was successful. Is Quad the Lulu too? Because do
Yeah.
y'all think the resurrection was successful?
Absolutely not.
Okay.
Why I think that Quad um she's used to performing. Like I think she thinks she's probably so disconnected she wasn't paying attention.
She was
She
all about
she
her
just
her
had her
art.
speech. Yeah, and
She's
her
an
speech.
artist and she's serious about her shit.
Right.
Okay.
It's,
Okay.
I
Mm-hmm.
just don't think she was paying them any attention. Because how could she possibly think that was successful? Like, seriously. I mean, a
I
child
didn't
could
get it
see that.
either. I didn't get
Now,
it
the Ray
either.
Charles could see that.
Right.
Stevie Wonder.
Right. Like, what's absurd? And I can't believe you said that out your mouth. I wish somebody had said, I can't believe you said that out your mouth. Like everything in your head, you can't say out your mouth.
We are messed tonight. Okay, let me see. I done got off my notes, child. Hold on. Um,
The
okay,
Camilla and
the
Jackie, Dr.
Camilla. That's where I was
Jackie.
at. I don't have much. I just want to
Me
say
either.
Wait, I knew I'll save this for the end.
what?
I was going to say I meant to make this a chapstick moment too. Y'all do know that they did reveal the two names of the senior royals that was being racist towards the baby.
Megan.
No, yes, they released the names of who it was, and it was actually King Charles and Princess
Oxygen.
Kate.
No, not Kate.
It definitely was Kate,
I
baby.
don't believe it.
It was in his it was in his memoir. That's where they got it from.
Okay,
They
we'll talk
got
about
it
that in a
from
minute.
his memoir that he wrote. So they didn't
No,
get it
I
from
can't
out of
believe Kate.
they didn't get it from out of thin air. He wrote that in his memoir. And now it does make sense to why him and his brother fell out because I mean he stuck beside his wife, but even though the wife was
But you,
wrong, but
I like
anyway.
Kate. Okay, with Joy's like I don't know none of this. So.
I know exactly who they are.
But you
I'm
right.
actually I ain't into it like him. This isn't Bridgerton. So,
I got you. I cannot
but
believe Kate. No,
I
don't believe.
know what you're talking about. I know all the players that you're talking about.
Yeah. Oh well. Okay, we'll talk about it in a minute. Okay.
Prince
Um,
Archie.
that's so sad. Okay, so the
I,
only thing I'm gonna say about Kamala, that's how you say her name right, and
oh,
Jackie is I think that it's good that we learned about the mortality rate of African American women, and I think the scene was too long. What do y'all think?
but
I,
child, they
I
tearing
agree.
her
It was
up
too
on
long, but it
Twitter.
was nice. I mean, it's not often Bravo going to be on a call with the vice president. So it was a piece of class amongst all of the
Trash.
futtery. Look,
I just
the
wish it would have been.
futtery.
I just wish it would have been Dr. Simone. That's all.
Simone
Cause
is fun.
they
Jackie's
is
not.
tearing Jackie up on the
Oh, wait a
internet.
minute. I did, y'all. Speaking of that, it was so funny to get people to move on. It was so intense at that table. Uh, Simone said, "Can we please kind of chill so Phaedra won't think we as hood as we are?"
Uh-huh.
And I was wondering, did they initially kind of call them like a hood housewives? I do wonder about that
I
when,
don't
as
think
compared
so.
to Real Housewives of Atlanta.
Oh, like they're not as hoity
Yeah,
toity, not as bougie.
yeah. I
Yeah, I can see
wonder,
that.
was that the little joke behind it?
But Simone is fun, and I think
Yeah,
she would have been a little more animated with Kamala, and I think they would have had a good little fun moment. But
they would
Jackie
have
just
laughed.
too serious.
Yeah.
It was boring, and I
I-
know we shouldn't want not boring all the time, but it was just I was like, this is
It was
paint
a bit
Jackie is
drying.
much.
literally like watching paint
This
dry.
was paint drying very slowly on a
That's why.
cold
That's
day.
why we. If you notice, that's why we don't get a lot of personal scenes from Jackie. Because what she don't talk about nothing
Nothing. And
other than
Curtis ain't
other.
either. He
I was
ain't
just gonna
good
say
either.
other than Curtis being gone.
He was there this week. So what about when the next day they all sat down at like this wine thing? And who does Heavenly toast? Do y'all remember?
No, who shows?
No, who did
She
she
does
tell?
a toast to sweet tea. Did y'all not catch that?
Why?
I don't know. Just because she took all their crap and she's still there. So after Quad is gone, now she's Sweet Tea's friend. What do y'all think about that with Heavenly?
I hope Sweet Tea
That
keep
rubbed me
hearing
the
her
wrong way.
dust.
I do too.
Sweet
I
Tea
do.
was like, now she want to be my friend. Sweet Tea.
Oh, I did also find it interesting that Sweet Tea recognized that it was a roast. Even
Oh, she
like
did.
who feels empathy for their husband's ex-wife?
That what they did. Sweet Tea called Greg like this was just too much.
Yeah, he did. Sweet Tea.
Like this is too much.
And he told her, right, you just need to stay out of it. He did say that. That was right. Like, let them roast her alone.
But I think he was happy about it.
He absolutely was pathetic.
Well, what do y'all think about
Why you think
when?
he was happy? I mean, she was
Because I
able
really
to.
think that
They painted him
Quad
as
and him
he's a.
did not end on good terms. And I
They
think he just was
didn't.
happy that she got some little like D like other people to have pain. He wanted Quad to feel a little son. I don't know. So when Toya went back with Phaedra, she said she was taking Phaedra because Phaedra was a lawyer. But then I was like, but Phaedra couldn't be Bob. Is she the good person to take?
Yeah.
His
Did she
shoes?
Okay.
lose the Bob?
He
He
lost to
definitely
Bob.
lost the ball, baby.
Oh, okay. Did Sheree ever
So,
pay her to retainer?
yeah,
Because remember, that was a question whether or not she paid the retainer. Y'all remember that?
I do. Yeah. You know, Sheree did not pay the retainer.
Oh, that is
Yeah.
so funny.
But do you
Sheree
think
don't
that she was
pay.
good in the thing with Toya?
Say that again.
Do you think that Phaedra was the right person to take back with her Toya to the little
Oh, I
people?
mean, yeah, you could have.
I
That would
think
have
she
been,
was all
yeah.
right.
I would have rather, a real lawyer that's actually winning cases.
I
Did you
mean, but she,
just shade her?
she
Because
was
I
into
shaded
law
her, but you
school.
was worse.
She's still Esquire.
Mm.
She still, if she
She's
paid her
still
dues, she still a lawyer.
Esquire.
But she
Okay.
just win a case. Who was that? Win a case. Was that Cynthia?
Cynthia.
Who said that?
Who said that to Phaedra? Win a case.
Oh.
You don't remember?
I know who said it though.
Cynthia. I think it was
Oh,
Cynthia.
okay.
You have your jobs, and I have my jobs. Win a case.
Oh.
And then Phaedra's gonna say, "It's good to see Toya in this light because all the other ladies feels like she's a
Oh,
lady of leisure." And I'm
yeah.
like, "Help! You just call her a tennis expert. Like,
That
I cannot.
was so funny.
She has her moments.
She's another one that's not there. She's another one that's fake too, and
She is a little fake.
living like she's Portia 2.0.
Who?
Phaedra.
I
Phaedra
mean,
went from the
single, I always tell people, single women, when they start dressing different. Single Phaedra is different from married Phaedra.
But that's what I'm saying. It was always fake.
She ain't got nobody to cover. She's uncovered.
It was
Phaedra went from
Clearly.
the
it was
pulpit to the pole.
it
She
was
was,
Right.
I'm
always
telling you, she
it
went
was
straight
But
to
she
always
scripture.
transparent.
always played on the line. She always played on the line. She's never been afraid to talk sexually, or even with her husband, that swimming suit. Remember that swimming suit with
And
all her
still,
cheeks
that's
out?
Kenya clocked her T a long time ago. That fake Southern Belle girl,
She
bye.
is.
I mean,
I
she
ain't mad.
from Georgia. I mean, she from
Fake,
Georgia for real.
fake,
She is a Southern belle.
fake girl, but not the way I'm Southern Belle Christian. Oh, I would
That's how
never.
you actually. That's how you supposed to be. You
She
supposed to
is
be
fake though,
a
cause you don't
lady
see
at
her with
home.
Apollo.
No,
All
that's
that
not
Southern
it.
Belle
You a
talk.
A
lady in the
freak lady in the
street.
streets and a freak in the sheets.
That's what you
I'm a
supposed to be.
Southern Belle.
That's
Okay.
why I like Phaedra. I
No,
knew
But
girl,
we
bye.
Phaedra's
know
fake.
it
Was
was a part
always
of
fake and
hypocrisy, but
phony.
I mean, even saying that saying is hypocrisy. You're saying you act a certain way here and you act somewhere different. Which one is the real you? They ain't none of your business.
Well, you got to code
Well,
Boy,
switch. People,
we
as black people, we code switch daily, and
right.
Phaedra is just extremely code switching on
Yes.
a daily basis all day.
We
Yeah.
don't know the real Phaedra either.
phony
No,
face.
we don't.
Exactly. Phony
Phony
face.
Like,
face.
but she does know how to. I ain't gonna say she don't know how to be vulnerable, but you've seen the real her. Like when Apollo was tripping, I can hear in
Mhm.
my head when she said, "Go on with this,
Get away from me.
Apollo."
Get away with
No,
this.
she
Yes.
said, "Go on." No, she said, "Go on with this." I
Yeah.
say that to
Gone with
my
him.
children as a joke. Go on with this, and I actually
Mhm.
say, "Apollo." That's a
No,
running
no, you
joke
did
in
not
my
say.
house. I
But I
literally,
say I
and
will
they
not come off my
know.
chariot to throw
Yeah.
tomatoes with you,
Okay,
sweetheart.
I
Funny.
say that 2 months in the
Child, that's my
I was
saying.
saying that the other day, some of my straight homeboys, they was like, "What is a chariot?" I was
No,
like,
they
"Oh my god!"
So Sweet Tea brought the brown. So the Heavenly and her really became friends because Heavenly had
Girl,
the brown in her
is she
coffee
a
cup all the
drunk?
time.
Is she a drunk?
She has the
Because
brown all the time.
like
Who?
she drank that brown liquor like it was
Straight.
Kool-Aid.
She drank it
Who?
straight.
She didn't Sweet Tea. She didn't even like.
Like
You know how some
Gucci.
people gotta open their mouth, touch the side of their throat. Like
Like
she
no,
drank that like it was water.
She might not be a drunk. She just probably a person that just can drink.
she can drink brown. Brown is hard. I can't drink it.
Like straight.
Like
No.
I know a lot of people that can drink alcohol straight like that. I'm not one of those people though.
I'm not either.
Like Denise Richards is another one, baby. She love her a good
Do
rumpasado.
not use her as a example. No.
Oh my god.
Denise be on the drunk. She be drunk. I like her,
She had
but
little
she be drunk.
canteens of her liquor too.
Anything else? That's all I got in my notes.
And nothing really was going on. Nothing really was going on, honestly.
We talked about the men getting together, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I thought so.
Yeah,
What's
Eugene
happening?
being a
Okay,
B,
I forgot to say
ICCH.
this. Potomac and Married to Medicine both will not be back to the 7th
Yeah.
of
So
January.
we only really got Beverly Hills. That's it.
Yeah, and
In
Love and Marriage.
Miami for the
Love and
Miami
Marriage.
watchers, the people that's on game. We're I'm speaking for the people of Miami. We're still waiting on the unraveling of the Larsa versus Gertie, and Larsa saying Gertie's cancer was fake and
We
all
don't
of
know.
it.
But we're
That's why I
gonna do
said
Huntsville too, y'all. And then
that's why I said I'm speaking for the people of Miami.
we're also gonna do I don't know if it's gonna be next week or the week after. It's up to y'all schedules, but we're gonna do a year in review of just reality TV and hot topics
Oh yeah.
coming up, and we'll give y'all the date for that. Is there anything else?
I still gotta go and look at what all I want to bring up.
Yeah, we need to figure that out so we can get it together because that's gonna be a good show. And like we said earlier, we have everything on our podcast. You can find us on any podcast system that you use, Spotify, iTunes, Apple Music. What's another one, Joy? YouTube. There's so many of them. Google. I think
Yeah.
Amazon has one.
It's
We're on all of them.
Podcast app. If you got Apple,
Yeah.
iPhone.
I was using Google.
And this is how you can get to all of the podcasts and all of our social media as well. Anything else, people?
Nope,
We did
that's
good.
it.
No.
Peace out.
We did good today. Anything else? We done?
Nope.
Mm-mm.
Peace. Okay. We ending it.